pally, isn't it? And ping pong is actually so much more taxing on these players than table tennis, isn't it?
Well, definitely on the body, and I think Chris may feel it. I mean, he said he was ill actually for a few days before that, but I think with Chris, he's a warrior, so he's not worried about I'm ill or not. He'll be just here playing and trying to win. You know, he's a winner.
Okay, over to Colin and Tony for this match. Let's see if another English player can get through.
Well, yeah, let's see. We would expect it, but I know a little about Yohan Lecomte. I played him last month in a hardback competition in Holland. He beat me up to 11, 12, 10, 11, 6. So he can't be that good if he only beat me that easy, Tony.
Well, I don't know about that, but I certainly would make Chris big favourite here. And looking at the draw, I think Chris will be delighted with it. I think he's a big shout to get through to at least the semis this year.
Yeah, I think he is. And he's up playing here. It's a beautiful backhand, isn't it? Playing against the right-handed Frenchman, what I found is that he takes his holds it back really low down the blade, and then he takes his forehand very early. A very fast early forehand from Yohan Lecomte.
1-5.
See that just the way he holds his back way down the bottom of the blade. I couldn't believe how many shots he was getting on so early and so hard and fast with that forehand, considering. But it's the way he chooses to play. There he goes with it again. But Chris soaking it up, certainly a lot better than I did. And so Doran into the lead. Got to put Chris down as favourite for this one.
7-1.
Chris has played beautifully so far in the competition. No one stretched him at all. It's been very good victories. See the short serve, and just a nonchalant backhand attack and then drop shot. Class player, Chris Doran.
1-9.
And Yohan, he's tried to qualify for this tournament many times in the past through the French qualifiers. Not quite made it. He was thrilled that this year he actually made it through. But he's in with the big boys now, more ways than one. Chris 6'8" tall. Look at the way he's pulling up that ball, getting a little bit of top spin onto it. Chris chatting away with his coach, who's off court, and that's Dennis Neal, the great England international. Number 15 in the world in table tennis, Dennis was. 72 years of age now, I think, Dennis. But still, great coach, great player, great ambassador for the sport. Still as passionate as ever. And Chris asked specifically if Dennis would come down and help him through this competition. See, beautiful stuff there from Yohan, but not many of the points.
Yeah, that was better from him though, wasn't it? Really positive, as you said, took it really early and powerful. He needs to be taking those chances.
13-3.
Two points away from winning the first game. And now game point for Chris Doran.
Game 15-3.
15-3. Chris Doran, another very comprehensive win there. He's keeping people down to very low scores. And Chris is kept at 2-2. Chris happy to be away from the table, put in a chop ball and then throw the ball up with topspin from away from the table. Not dissimilar to Andrew Bagley in that respect, Tony. Happy to play topspins from away from the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Another player that doesn't make many mistakes. So you've got to really apply lots of power and pressure to win a point, and that's where it gets so difficult.
4-2.
Yeah, which eventually draws the opponent into the errors as they overhit, try and play something harder than they actually can do. Draws the error.
And the tough thing with someone like Chris as well is the moment you don't apply that power, Chris certainly will. So you've got to keep that pressure on him all the time. So tough.
Yeah, so Chris is holding the back there, but ready to pounce. Just exploit. You see there? We saw Yohan just slightly out of position. And then added the speed. Yohan likes that one.
Double point ball, Doran.
Chris tries to destroy the new power play button.
So this for 2 points for Chris Doran. White ball, worth 2, and he gets it directly from the serve. 7-2 to Chris Doran.
2-7.
Now, if you're Yohan,
Change
you
ball.
have to do it back. Surely.
Surely, yeah. I think he is. No, he's not. Wow.
He's chosen not to use it. A game and 7-2 down, and doesn't want to play his double point ball. Don't understand.
2-8.
Beautiful forehands from both players. Chris changing to left-handed.
8-3.
And then changes, knew it was going to come back to that side. Nearly made it. Incredible talent, Chris Doran. And has honed and worked his game over the years.
9-3.
Wonderful player. And it looks like Chris can choose to do whatever he likes.
4-9.
Here we go, double point ball.
Double point ball.
Yohan showing his
Lecomte.
frustration there, using his head to press the button.
Oh no, serves off on the double point ball.
4-10.
He knows he's in trouble. Oh dear. Null point for the serves. Or should I say 0 point? 11-4.
11-4.
Well, Yohan's a great sandpaper player, great hard bat player. Delighted to have qualified finally from the French qualifications that have been going on over the years.
11-5.
He can't make an impression on the large and great frame at the other end. Chris Doran, game and 11-5 up. Looking masterful there.
5-12.
This is fantastic for Chris, really. Obviously, he's, as we said, a big lad, 6'8" tall, and he needs to conserve his energy as much as possible. So he'll be really pleased to get through this if the way it's looking in 2 ends.
6-12.
Then we see backhand to backhand trading there, and then puts in the backspin. Henri, good sharp forehand down the line, the trademark Lecomte forehand.
13-11.
It's not enough to hold Chris Doran. Winner plays John Misal, remember? Just one on the other table. Oh, what a beauty.
14-6.
Oh, Yohan knows when he's outclassed. He's not doing anything wrong, but look at that backhand.
Yeah, that's a
Shrug
shot
of the
we saw a
shoulders.
huge amount against Baglio last year, wasn't it?
7-14.
Even Dennis Neal's letting Chris enjoy himself on the table. Plenty in the tank. Beautiful play from Yohan. Good that he's still going for it.
14.
Still got enough confidence to pressure Chris. Makes that one. Needs the next 7 points to stay in it. And that's it. 15-3, 15-8 against Yohan Lecomte. That's world-class performance again. So we've seen Andrew Bagley, wonderful, wonderful win to very low scores. Chris has done the same. So we've got 2 Englishmen through to the last 16 in very, very confident fashion. So Yohan not doing anything wrong, playing some good stuff, but in the end, just outclassed. And he knew it. Still, he'll have enjoyed his day. He's done very well.